Have you ever made a sweater that you really liked, but you won't wear it because you made mistakes?
Today we're going to try to redo a neckline. I've had a couple of problems with this neckline, and because of those problems, I will not wear this sweater. I love everything else about this sweater. I made it about a year ago. I love the colors that I used. I love the fit of the sweater and the way it feels. But because of the problems with the neckline, I will not wear this sweater. The first problem with the neckline is that I used two different decreases here at each neck edge. While I usually make a mirroring, I'll make a decrease over here, maybe a right-leaning decrease over here, and I'll use the corresponding left-leaning decrease on the opposite side. But for whatever reason, I did not use a matching decrease. I couldn't even tell you why at this point. And the second problem is that I have apparently two loose stitches over here. I don't know if my tension was off, but two loose stitches that show up as these tiny little holes. And you can see that from the front of the sweater. So other than those two issues with the neckline, I love everything else about this sweater. So today I'm going to cut out this neckline and just try to redo it and see if it'll look any better than this one does. I'm going to find the yarn tails that I weaved in. Luckily enough, it's a different color, so it really shouldn't be too hard to figure out where the tails are and how to get this white collar off of here. Maybe. Sometimes I do a pretty good job of weaving things in and then I really can't tell how to undo them, which I suppose is the point because you don't want your knitting to come apart. But you know what? We're just gonna live on the wild side today. And I think I'm just gonna start cutting. I'm gonna pick a couple spots to every few stitches. I'm just going to start snipping. All right, so we've got the collar off of there now. You can see the areas where I, had some loose stitches here and the decreases didn't match. All right, according to my pattern, I am going to be using a size 4 knitting needle. This is just a small circumference knitting needle to help me do the neck. And then I also pick up my stitches using a crochet hook. We're just going to be starting at the left shoulder, just going to be this side. And let's see if we can cover up some of the mistakes that were made. I think what I'll do is I'm going to pick up a little bit further inside the body of the garment. In other words, I'm going to pick up one stitch further from the edge than I would normally pick up. And I'm just picking up at a rate of about 5 stitches for every 7 rows. And if I need to, I can readjust it, but that usually works out pretty well. I'm wondering if I should have picked up under the decrease stitches here, but that would have meant I would have had to go yet another stitch, I think, into the top part here. And I think I picked up more stitches on this side than I did on this side. So we might have to rip it out and start again. All right, I think I like the look of that better. And hopefully I can close it up tight enough on this side with the ribbing. I'm just going to continue picking up around the neckline. Now that I've picked up the stitches all around the collar, I'm going to work my 1x1 rib all the way around for about 1.5 inches. All right, it looks like we've got somewhat of an improvement on the neckline. You can't see the different decreases that I did like before, and I think the ribbing is tight enough that it pulled those tiny holes together. I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and bind off now, and it looks like it's going to be a sweater I can wear now.